So 100% not sure what just happened. It feels like I don't even know. My stream just kind of ended abruptly without me touching or doing anything. I'm not sure what the last thing is people saw or heard, but I'm wondering if it was just my internet connection that kind of just gave out on me. So sorry everyone, I have no idea. No idea what just happened. And I'm just gonna kind of wait for it to come back. Sorry everyone, not sure what just happened to the stream. Guessing it was an app error. Guessing it was an app error. Yep, that's all I can really guess and do. So right here I'm waiting on a couple weapons to come back. Hoping for something good. Let's see what I have going on here. I am trying to get Rolito here maxed out as a 6-star. When I do that, I will be able to exchange for some... Not that one. I will be able to exchange for some cakes. Exchange some cakes with him, and I'll get some Arav cards. And that should get me my first Arav wherever he is. Yeah, so I'll get my first one finally, which will be pretty exciting. Obviously, I want to get the S-Class version because he is so good. He is such a good toon. His follow-up ability along with his rush, giving himself 100% AP. Very easy to rush him 3 times in a single turn, and I am looking forward to that. Game hates you. Stolen spending strike. Reflect damage, yes. Reflect, just... yeah, reflect sucks. It kills me a lot. Gotta run out. Good job. Last time it stayed dropped for 3 wars. He's probably a nightmare to beat. Okay, let me see. Hello, how's it going? It's going good, Justinator. Posted this link in the previous stream. Fingers crossed everyone joins. Thanks, Bloodline. I appreciate it. Okay. So, I've heard a lot of good things about Hanyan, and I do have one. Even as a 6-star, he's actually hit pretty hard. I haven't invested a lot of trainers or really any trainers in him except for one, and he still does a good job. So it makes me curious to see how he would perform as an S-Class toon. I know that Arav is just completely beastly because, like, as I mentioned, his rush gives himself 100% AP, and well, with his follow-up ability, if he kills one toon in a turn, then he gets to rush again, and basically once he starts to rush, he doesn't stop rushing. So he's really solid that way. Obviously against like Payback and potentially Bide, it doesn't always work, but with Normalize out there, you can definitely get around that. Like, you have a few different leads to use with, if you want to use Doc and Princess, for instance. Hold on, let me just queue up for war. So you have some options, of course. So where are we? There's Blue Carl wherever he is. Oh, blue yellow. Blue yellow. So there's Blue Carl, who in my opinion isn't the best lead to use, only because he's a reviver, he's a healer instead, doesn't apply much damage, but you don't really need him to because Arav's job is only, like, Arav is the one who's going to do all your attacking in a team like that. I know there's another one, and I'm trying to think about who it is. That's a blue and yellow lead that gives a huge bonus to AP1 attacking, and has Harrison, that's it. And Harrison is the other choice. I'm going for S-Class Priya, a few away, but I was going to run Carl lead with yellow S-Class. Yep, that definitely works. If he's at tier 3 or tier 4, one best time to use trainers. Yep, for sure. I didn't want to invest trainers in him if I don't have a place for him in my attack team right now. Instead, if I am going to invest trainers in him, I want to do it as an S-Class toon. And the other toon, actually, who I think is one of the worst toons Scopely has ever come out with, is Zoo. Free-to-play toon, all teammates get plus 30 attack, all fast and tough teammates get a huge bonus to AP when attacking. His rush is the saddest rush I think I've ever seen. Only 75% heal reduction, 50 exhaust, which is basically nothing. Camouflage, so against walkers, but he doesn't have any crit in that. Active skill, turn 3, elusive and heal. Just not a very good toon at all. Justinator, I am not doing that myself. Like, my Rolito, I think he has a few trainers in him, and that was basically just to level him up, in order to get him ready to get him as a maxed out 6-star, which should happen soon. Yep, in a couple hours. So I'm not going to invest a lot of trainers into toons that I'm not going to use right now, especially if I'm going for their S-Class version. Michelle or Donnie would be decent. Michelle is, of course, a great lead, especially for free-to-play players. You know what? She's probably the best free-to-play toon that Scopely's come out with that was actually free-to-play. That was easy to get. Just great lead skill, does a lot of damage. Her rush is solid. Her active skill is useful. Special weapons as well. So yeah, I like Michelle a lot. Yeah, Harrison. Romanov is a horrible character. Yes, Romanov is. I never even got Zoo in the end. Just the amount that it needed to get him was ridiculous in my opinion, and I didn't want to waste my time on it. Let me see. How many points am I at? I'm at 124,000 points, so I'm almost at my last milestone. Fast Romanov is an awesome controlling toon. He's decent. I like his taunt abilities, and his active taunt is useful. You just can't use it against, say, a James on defense, because that is just asking for a critical hit and a quick death, especially if they have an attack up when taunted mod. 5 of him. Oof, you have 5 of him. I'm aware, hence he is safe to use as a Lilith. So you have 5 Liliths. Yes. You have a lot of Liliths left, in my opinion. So what I've been doing now, and I've been recommending to some of my faction mates as well, is that a lot of these 6-star toons that we have, they are never going to be used. Like, look at Brian. I have no idea what team he's on or why he's on a team, but I see no purpose in keeping him. Like, he's just not very strong. He's a Lilith to me. Lucas I'll keep because elite leader's toon I like. Lori, there's some nostalgia for that, so I'm gonna hold on to her. I had 2 of her, but I foddered the other one. Wyatt is never going to come back. Like, there's just a bunch of toons here that I could definitely get rid of, in my opinion, and use as Liliths as needed. And you know what? It's hard to let go of some of them because some of them I used to use all the time, and they saved my butt. They did. Romanov I would definitely use as a Lilith. I'm sorry for anyone who likes this red Romanov, but he's probably the worst free-to-play recent ascendable type of toon. I can't say he's the worst one, because I think that 6-star Shane is pretty bad. This Richard, people don't like him, but I think he does have some small uses just because of his waste not ability. I haven't done much with Moira or Chris. I should max out Chris and Zeke so then I can go and get the beheading Michonne, because I think she'd be a fun toon to use, to be honest. The downside, of course, is that she uses basic attacks on her rush, which can reflect payback, which is not great. Oh, sorry, not payback, reflect. Payback too, but also reflect, mainly reflect. So, Mr. Abraham is going at this tower. I really wish I had another Rocket Abe because mine is set for 5 turns, but I need one for 4 turns as well so that I can be a more effective player, because usually it's 2 towers that are 4 turns of walkers and 1 tower that is 5 turns of walkers, so it limits my options on tower taking. Okay, and time to attack. So Pete lead. So many Pete leads, and it's such a standard team now to attack. Most of them are almost identical to each other. You get your Kapoor, and you get your Krista. You get your Xander now because he was a free toon, and he's pretty good, to be honest. He's a solid toon. I like that Scopely gave him away. And match over. Active skill, rushing on Pete, dazing him as well. So the reason why I try to go for Pete at the start, most people don't have a stun weapon on him yet, and by being able to daze him, it's super helpful in my opinion, because he can't use that active skill to revive on this turn. Kapoor is someone who has an active skill as well that's pretty annoying. You see, I try to command Priya sometimes, and I just take a guess on if she will be able to kill the last toon. And it's an educated guess, but it's also a risk because I might have died from reflect before. The reason why I do that is just I want to risk it. You got to spend a buck to make a buck, and you have to take risks when you play. You have to take risks when you play, and you have to go big or go home. Speed is a huge thing in this game, and if you're not first, you're last. So I do my best to stay on top of things and finish matches fast. Brian with great HP mods is great for his walkers on an alert team. Yeah, okay, on a walker team, sure, but it's just, I don't really see myself using him that much on a walker team, because with his bound weapon, there's a lot of things that I would need to do with it before I could actually use him, because he has like a healing weapon, I think, or something. It's something funky. So that's just one of the things I'm thinking of there. Glenn is dead, happens a lot. That's what happens when you're a Generation 1 toon trying to fight in an S-class war. Okay, got a little lucky there. Yes, I have a 5-wave Abe and a 4-wave Abe. I am jealous of that. I would love to be able to take more towers, because honestly, when I try sometimes, my Abraham will die if it's a 4-turn tower, which is kind of sad, but I tried. I need those cans. And let's see here. Command. Priya lived. Nice. And with that command, she was able to kill that last one. You saw some of those critical hits. High amounts of damage was produced, which is all because of my crit damage set mod set, which I do recommend using. I honestly think it's the best mod set for him, or sorry, for her. Sorry guys, when I war and I try to talk about it at the same time as well as answer your questions, or your comments, it's kind of hard sometimes for me, so apologies on that. I'm doing my best right now. Okay, so this is done. Brian used to be good, but most 6-stars are unusable in the current state. Yes, I agree with that. I would say most of the 6-stars who have real leadership skills will still be useful. And by real leadership skills, I mean like true ones that, aren't split. So when we think about your typical attack lead, so like Diego, for instance, huge bonus to AP when attacking and plus 40 attack, that to me is a true leader toon. And that's what makes him to be super useful. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to stop either of these tunes going off. Okay, maybe I'll be able to stop Kapoor from going off. Can't stop here, but that's not a huge deal. I need to rush here to control. I really need Diego back, which I should have here. Not ideal. She's gonna go off unless, yeah, nope, she's going off, and now I have 4 tunes that are confused. I want to control Kapoor because his active skill's a healing one. And I missed, yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. Okay. I got 40 crit, 30 attack, and a better chance to gain plus 20 bonus HP on Brian's weapon. Took time and resources, but was worth it for me. Yeah, I would like crit on his weapon too if I were to get him up to par, but I just don't plan on using him, so I'm not going to invest the time or the energy for it right now. I'll auto the rest of that. Quick question. Okay. Oh, thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate that. Never had a donation before, so that's my first one ever. Thank you. I'm really glad that you like my videos. Yeah, just thank you so much. I'll probably use that towards getting a better mic or something. 7th war in a row when we face all Russian factions. That is very unlucky. Hopefully the Russian factions weren't really good Russian factions. Hopefully they were the subpar ones that just war a lot. And, yeah, I am trying to be politically correct with all of this right now. I'm from Canada, so, well, kind of. So I was actually adopted. So I was born in China, but was adopted when I was like 6 months old. So I've only ever really lived in Canada, other than the 6 months that I was in China for, but yep, very Canadian. So, quick question, does maim damage get reflected? As in the 5-star weapon special that maims? No, it should not get reflected. I do have a question about the maim weapon that I want to ask on the forums at some point, because if it's a critical hit, is it automatically maim damage? Because if it's automatically maim damage, I'm wondering if it's automatically maim damage, I'm wondering if it can be resisted or if the damage will still be applied. So if someone could check that out for me, that would also be amazing. Thanks, guys. You don't have to donate, though. It's really appreciated, of course, but it's by no means necessary. I just do this for fun. I love being able to bring you guys new content and being able to help out and teach as much as I can. It is, I have it. Okay, so for the weapon, the damage is applied, but the maim is resisted, correct? Or you can line me, Trailer Trasher. Thanks, Bloodline. You guys are great. I'm so thankful for all of you, and this is kind of like a Christmas gift to myself at the moment. You guys are amazing. And thanks, Trailer Trasher. Yes, thank you guys. This is really incredible. You guys have put a huge smile on my face over all of this. When I first started out this channel, it was kind of just, it was always just for fun. I wanted to be able to contribute and help out the community as much as I could. I'm not saying that like I'm the best at what I do, but I do try my hardest in order to bring you guys good content and solid information that hopefully is useful to all of you. I know I haven't been at this for as long as many other people have, but I'm doing my best to try and contribute to everything and to everyone. I try to teach you guys as much as I know as I learn about it. So, yeah, it's really something else. I never thought that I would have this many people watching my channel and watching my information because, well, it just wasn't something I thought was going to happen or was feasible. I was always just, playing this game, well, only for about 2 years, so I'm behind a lot of you. Thank you, Wesley, very much. That's awesome. Guys, it's all good. You guys don't need to donate. It's not anything that I see as mandatory. Of course, I'm thankful for it, as anyone would be thankful for something as great as this, but don't feel compelled to. Again, I'm just here to bring you guys good content and apparently lose this this match again. And yes, a better microphone for streaming would be amazing, because as you guys have seen, my streaming and channel stuff is always seeming to be a mess for this stuff. Oh, okay, so I won that match. War's over. Let's see if I get into queue. Maybe not. Yes, thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Bloodline, and thank you, Danny. All of this is really appreciated. Again, I'll have to make like a shout out video to you guys, because, it's really amazing what you guys have done for me. You guys have given me a great platform to share on and to talk about, and just I never thought it was possible. Yeah. So let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Walker's still in first. TTT, Biohazard, We Are One, Nightmare, Humming Jokers. I find that after the first day, most of the positioning is pretty locked in. There is some variance, of course, just like not much, but some when scores are close. I'm really hoping we can get into that top 16. I think we can. We have some good players here and just need to keep the ball rolling. I think we're better stacking the other two. Agreed on that. Let's see. Okay, no shout out for Wesley. No shout out from Wesley. I don't know what else you guys want to see on my stream right now, because when I'm waiting for war, I don't know what you guys would like to see. I would love to be able to show you guys some new things, but I really can only show you guys things as they kind of come out. As I mentioned before, my Rolito's almost ready to exchange for 1100 Arav cards, and then I'm going to have my first Arav, which will be amazing. I have one Leopold, I have one Henyon. Let's see, actually here. So the reason why I got a Henyon is because they've done Leopold and Priya as well as Pete for exchanges for cakes. So I thought they'd do Henyon and Rolito next, which they're doing Rolito now, so they'll do Henyon next. Unofficial shout out. Predictions for 2020. Predictions for 2020. Oh man, I don't even know what to predict for 2020. I just hope that it's going to be a good year. It's my last semester of school, which is a lot of fun for me, and I'm really excited but also kind of scared, because it means I'm going to have to get a real job soon. And I've had jobs in the past, of course, but I haven't had one where I've been working for a living, so I need to try and find a job. Free S-Class Marlin and Rosie or S-Class Frost. I have not seen the stats on those two for their rushes and stuff. I saw their initial leak off of VK, but I have not seen any more information on them. Based on how my attack team is right now, I'm actually really happy with my attack team. I think it's pretty solid, and I already know the areas I can improve on it with. So I think I would go with Frost, because his stats look to be more defensive, and I could definitely use a defensive tune. My defense is really, really bad at the moment, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's battled me can attest to that. Yep. How's war going for all of you guys then, actually? Because you guys are playing, and obviously it's a war weekend, so I know it can be a little stressful because lots of people are of course, busy with the holidays as well. I'm studying biotechnology, so it's kind of a mixture of, biology, technology, of course. My program gives me a bachelor's degree in technology, a biotechnology diploma, and a business management certificate. So it gives me a lot of different options in the future for a job. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it, though, because it gives me too many options, in my opinion. War is about to begin. Let's jump back there and see what's going on. Decently high-level people. Lots of Pete's. Lots and lots of Pete's. I got a minute 30. I'll do the roadmap one more time. Should be done in time. Okay, and now I'm just gonna skip it because my thumbs. I got a Rav 5-star right now. He's good. I believe it. I am really excited to get a Rav. Even as a 6-star, I think I'd try him out just for the sake of trying him out and creating some film just to show what's going on. Frost defense can reach up to 7k defense. Yeah, that to me is exciting. Like, high defense is always good. You have to supplement it with HP, of course, because of maim, burn, bleed, etc. But maim, for instance, like the highest that you really see now is 1600 with Regina, but then you have tunes like Pete who can recover maim, so it's a bit harder to run that. Lots of bleed teams. War is meh. Yeah, the first few went well. RNG ramps up after that. Yeah, RNG. Oh, the amount of randomness that you find in a match is incredible, and what I like the most is creating consistency, because when you're a consistent player, then, you don't have to think about it as much. You create good habits, and by creating these good habits, you can almost war with your eyes closed. You know the general strategy, and just by looking at a team, you know who you need to attack first, what you need to attack with, and why. Oh, and I was late on that jump start. Okay. 65k so far. Been seeing a ton of S-Class Mercers. I have seen, again, I think about 8 S-Class Mercers. I am really hoping that when I have my 40 pull ready, that I will get myself at least a 5-star Mercer. If I could get an S-Class Mercer, that would be awesome. But I'm not trying to get my hopes up because my luck is just not like that. Not good. My faction can't war much, but I don't want to leave them since we always help each other out. That's tough. Like, what I've always told my faction mates is play where you want to play, where you enjoy it. Like, if you're happy where you are and it's not super competitive and you just want to play with your friends, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I've seen some very good players play at what other people would say is a lower level, but to them it's just they want to play with their friends, and in my opinion that's a great thing to do. Like, it's not all about being the very best. It's about being the very best you want to be. Like, I would like to be a little more competitive, I think, and I'm actually thinking about maybe pursuing something like that after WOC, but nothing's set in stone yet. Again, it's just an idea, so yeah. Why is our war AOW while yours is CO? Okay, you might have a newer region. So if you have a newer region, they oftentimes give you all-out war instead, just because if you were to compete in cross-regional war, it would be a little disheartening at times. It's easier to get higher rewards, in my opinion, in AOW because, of course, there's a smaller pool of players. So right now it might not seem like a favor, but it might be a favor to start out with, and it does kind of suck when you think that you can do more, or if you know you can do more, but everything just has to be put into perspective, really. And I don't really see many more Reginas on defense anymore. You know what, she was a pretty good tune when she came out, and Charlie, of course, was as well. Like, when I look back at the different seasons that we've had some really great tunes come out, and then some really, really bad tunes come out. And I remember how when Nick first came out, for instance, everyone thought he was just terrible, but he was actually really good. He's a really solid command tune, and a lot of people ended up using him a lot more after they got him, I think, because they were able to see a lot more uses with him than they did initially. Even me. Oh shoot, I hit that. And that was my bad. when I don't pay attention, when I'm trying to look at what's going on YouTube while playing. Even I make mistakes, sometimes big ones. But it should not affect the outcome of this, I don't think. Yeah, okay. It was just a little longer, so that's not a huge deal in my opinion. Right now I'm kind of just warring. I'm warring for fun. Of course, I'm warring for points as well, but I'm not really feeling a lot of pressure to, put up 505,000 points again, for instance. I know that I can probably just put up, I don't know, 200,000 or so, maybe 300,000, but 500,000 should not be required for today. I'm going to have to jump off soon because I actually need to go and pay an internet bill. If I don't pay that internet bill, I am not going to be warring at all the rest of the weekend, and the stream will die at some point anyway. So, just a heads up to all of you guys. Thank you again, everyone, for those of you who have donated. I've never had that before, and I won't lie, it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome, and I feel appreciated with that. Okay, let's get this going. Oh, okay. Krista's gonna rush here. Oh, nope. Sid used his active skill, and this is one of the reasons why it's good to pay attention to what turn people's active skills go off on, so then you're able to predict what's going to happen ahead of time. Elf hats. Oh, yes. I hope everyone has their first princess already. That is definitely very doable, and honestly, even her as a 6-star is really useful. I know I made a video on it, but I just wanted to reiterate that 6-star princess is still super useful and can definitely be used right away as a 6-star toon, because her normalizability is her selling point, in my opinion. Elf hats, I will have to get back to you after this is done. I want to go for towers, but at the same time I know I'm going to die soon. It's a hard toss-up because I also don't have the Abraham to go after those towers with. And when I don't have a proper toon, it's hard to justify it because it's like I'm putting myself in a position where I probably will not succeed, which sucks. So here, Elle is going to probably pain split with Kapoor. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the positive effect, and I'm going to rush Kapoor. And where else? That bide. Oh, so much bide. Okay. Again, I gotta go for it. That's lucky. Rush here. Gonna have to hit here and hope for the collat. It's got some collateral damage. That's one way, by the way, that I avoid absolute defense. I hit an adjacent toon because the collateral 2 damage is like a splash damage, and it's not based on what weapon the toon that the toon that gets hit by the splash damage has. It's all based on the other toons. The toon that I'm attacking their weapon, which makes it really useful. Let's see. One more bear. That's not bad. Like, honestly, you're going to get that, and it's going to be a great start in getting an S-Class Priya, assuming that her cards are available after. I'm assuming that they are, but I know when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So, 60 bears. I definitely don't have that many bears. I am low on bears, and we are actually close in this match. So I need to war a little faster. And this time, don't mess up like last time. Okay, cool. So Mia's actually not going to be able to use her active skill because it's a turn 3 and no one's dead. Gonna rush on Doc here. Gonna rush on Pete. Command. Rush. Okay, close. And done. 3 tickets away from my second. Nice. Very nice. Gotta war faster. Let's see. Attack. Defense down. Attack Doc. Trade advantage. I probably should have hit Pete because he's going to use his recovery skill, but they're almost all fully recovered anyway. Attack here. Rush. Match over. I've been hitting up arenas a lot and got a couple of offers to do the Arrows roadmap. I have not done the Arrow roadmap once yet. And someone on their squad coined, so unless someone on my team starts a coin, I will not coin to come back because I might be the last one dead anyway. But coin matches. See, the thing is, you can't really lie down in these matches very much because with the 20,000 point bonus for the win, it's even more important now to actually come away with the straight out win, in my opinion. So, I'm beating them, I'm trying to go fast. What I like about my team is that it's a pretty standard team and easy to build. It's a team that any free-to-play player, in my opinion, could build, and there are other teams that you can sub in different positions that work about the same way. Oh, someone on my squad did coin. Okay, so that means that I have a go-ahead to coin as well. I just don't want to be in it alone for coining, so time to bring the fight to this team. And wow, that really hurt my James. I'm actually going to try to hit L here while she still has the defense down bonus, because if she didn't have that, then I would be in a lot of trouble, to be honest. So I'm out of my main attackers. Now it's going to be a little tedious because of that healing too. I don't even know if it's worth my time. That's the tough part, being able to gauge if something's worth your time to do or not, because we need to kill him, but at the same time, it needs to be done fast. This is super annoying. And that heal, no, can't do it. Where's my camp at? Okay. Okay, so it was their general who coined. So smart coining, just because the general obviously gives a bonus to the rest of their teammates. So that defense bonus plus 20% defense bonus can be huge. Right now, it's not going to do much here just because he's the general, of course, so he doesn't get the bonus himself. Okay. I'm down to 6 cans. This is a little concerning at the moment. Okay, I might have to use some coins to do an offer, which sucks because I'm saving to try and get a Mercer pull. So it means I need to do some more offers to get more coins so that I'll be able to get my Mercer pull off. Because I will be very disappointed if I don't get a Mercer pull, to be honest. Because I've been trying really, really hard to get enough coins for it. And it'll kind of be like my Christmas present in-game to myself, while not spending any money on it. Kapoor is annoying. Yes, Kapoor can be super annoying at the very end of a match, I find. Like, when you don't have normalize and when you don't have enough control, it's annoying because that healing is just, it's really effective. Like, even if I could have dazed him, that would have helped a lot. Yes. You're right, Debo. This is a match where people should be coining. Okay, so Bobo and I are scoring pretty good. Have some people a bit lower, but about teamwork. Any guess for the next free-to-play gold request class tune? We've got a lot saved up since tier 4 and Krista or James, right? Yes. I want to hope and pray that it's Frost and Marlon and Rosie, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, fast tune would be nice to have, for sure. And we just lost a stronghold. That's annoying. Okay. Looks like I'll have to try and get a stronghold back when they come up. Hey Dan, how's Walker's going? Are you guys the ones that have gave TTT the 3 losses? Or did someone else give them a loss as well? I'm just not sure. I haven't paid attention much to chat. Let's see. Save your coins. Yes, I need to save my coins, but I also need to help my faction as much as I can. You know, like some sacrifices have to be made. And got a rush here, and it didn't end up killing her, so that sucks. Let's see. That's something annoying. So when Glenn hits his own teammate, he's still able to Guardian Shield. So it's both a good thing, and in my case, it's a bad thing. Because it's super annoying when that happens. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that Kapoor doesn't use his active skill. I don't care if he uses his rush. Nice, congrats Dan. Guessing it's been a competitive war for you guys. Did you guys, oh my gosh, I can't speak right now. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing at the moment. Just because we actually have a close match. You know, like I find that most matches are either blowouts one way or the other way, or one faction's willing to coin and the other one's not. At least for the level that I play at here. Let's see. Gonna give myself an attack boost. Rush Pete. Hopefully don't get reflex. Killing Krista as well. Gonna rush and kill Kapoor. Hey Steve. So folks, just a reminder, I am going to be logging off soon. My phone is, well, almost dead. That's one of the problems. The other problem is I need to go and pay an internet bill so that I can continue to play as well as continue to stream. So, probably right after this war, I'm going to jump offline for a bit. But thank you everyone again for tuning in. Thank you, and thank you everyone who donated to me today. That means a lot to me. Again, never had that before. Didn't think it would happen actually. Like I find myself as another player in the game, and I'm just happy to be able to contribute to the community. And geez, someone else coined. Ugh, they want it. I want it too, though. Okay. Decided to look at the stream while searching. Well, thank you for taking the time to do that. At least search times are a lot better than last time when war was completely broken. I don't even know how, Scopely was able to accomplish that. But they did. I need to hope for a stun. I don't get it, so Krista's gonna rush. I still have James, which is helpful. That part was not helpful, and he's gonna give some AP to Krista. Krista's using a defense down. I get a bit of a bonus on my attack because I have an attack up when impaired, because he always ends up impaired. Jeez, I'm just... Oh, they're all coming back and coining. Don't feel bad about not being able to donate, guys. It's really not a big deal. Again, I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy being able to make videos that you guys like. Yeah, I'm planning on in the new year to join On the Road. It's just school this past semester was really busy for me, and like I just had a lot going on. I play varsity soccer for my school as well. So I had school, I had varsity soccer, and I had my normal life as well. Jeez, I don't want to coin again. I'm low on cans anyway, so it's like I don't really have an option. I only have 5 tins left, which is tough. Yeah, I can't coin again. These guys are just going to keep on coining, and I don't have enough tins to keep on going, really. Just got a match. Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation as well. You guys are the best, and I'm smiling over all this right now. Sorry, guys. Can't coin again. Low on cans. Super low on cans. Let's see. More. I hate this bag. 25% chance to get 4 tins or just get some trainers that I don't really need. I'm hoping another deal will come up soon, or I'm just gonna have to farm some towers later on. Hey, the dollar helps, to be honest. Everything helps. Everything helps for me. Gonna end it quick. Nice, Steve. Ending matches quick is ideal, of course. The faster you end it, the more points you can score. The new 20k point bonus is huge. Bobo, you're stealing my can. But I guess it's okay, as long as you're scoring. As long as you're scoring. Let's see. Level up. Not doing great, not doing bad. Might try to hit that 3 million, but at the same time, I have to really manage like the tunes that I level up, and for level ups in general, just because as a free-to-play player, I don't always have a lot of tunes to level up. I don't have a lot of trainers. I usually try to get to the point wherever this arena ticket is, because the arena ticket's really useful. I would like these feathers as well, and of course right now the elf hats help. But it's all about managing things. See right here, I'm at 24 teddies. I'm a long way off from getting 60. Obviously I'm going to try, because it would be super helpful to have both of them, but I'm not going to hold out on it. Like, when we take a look here, the number of elf hats that I need is incredibly high in order to get even some armory ticket tokens, some of these tickets and arrows. Like, I can't even use these arrows because I would need 3 of these feathers to get some bears. Just, it's a lot. When I go back here, there's one deal here that's really not a deal, in my opinion. Is it this one? Yes. So this, I think, is the worst deal at the moment. 1,000 red velvet cakes, 15 tickets. I don't care about the tickets, but you only get 1,000 S-class items. Like, with Rolito, I'm turning in 500 cakes, and I keep my Rolito, and I get 1,100. To me, this is just a bad investment, and it should, like, I get it. You're not turning in a tune, you're turning in these random tickets. Just make these cakes 750 for 1,000, so then you don't seem like you're getting completely ripped off, you know? Silver feathers are big since 3 unlocks the map for 12 teddies. Yeah, 3 unlocks the map for 12 teddies. But I think there was something else here. Like, depending on how many letters are needed, because, like, when we take a look at the words... is it this? Yes. So, depending on the words, so, like, the, for instance, is really short. So, depending on the letters that we get from, like, the free mission and stuff, so from this one, and how they overlap, this can sometimes be easy, and sometimes it can just be ridiculously hard, because, you know, if you need, like, look right here, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 8 extra letters in order to get 5 teddies. That's a bad investment, in my opinion. And I would agree that this one makes a lot more sense because it's 3 feathers for 12 teddies. So, you know what, I'm going to try to get some of these feathers because the 12 teddies would actually push me far ahead. I'm going to keep doing these ticket ones to get the single teddies, but 60 bears. That's a goal. Yeah, need attack tower and holding in the future for sure. This is a tough one. It's hard not to come back because I do want a war, but at the same time, when I don't have the tins in order to actually contribute, it becomes difficult. Like, I need to save some tins for other wars so I can go around at least once. Yes, can drops are shocking. Yeah, another 5 bears for the... It's just, again, tough as a free-to-play player to actually make all the milestones needed. Like, I'm going to get to this 2.1 million. I'm not worried about that. There's still 13 hours left on this. And I have, you know, I'll figure out someone to level up. Even Princess. You know, like, it's not going to be hard to get her up to level 60. And then move up from there. James is still G3. Priya, I really should level her up because I have all the stuff I need. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been using her so much, but I really need to just pop her into a YGL and get her up. How many levels would that be? Probably around 15 levels. My Harper is pretty much up and ready to play, just needs a couple more trainers, but weapon came out pretty good. I didn't add crit just because I have a crit setup and a crit chance mod, so hoping that's going to be enough. This war's still going on. I like that we're fighting. I do like that a lot. What did this say? No hackers, hopefully that means. Okay, just going to go on the roadmap because my faction's still fighting right now. Oh, Pedro, you're logging on just as I'm about to log off, actually. So that's some bad luck right there. But yeah, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my stream. Feel free to ask me questions, and yeah, just feel free to, you know, message me online and stuff, or leave a message even on my on my videos in the comment section below. Go to the community tab. Feel free to talk there as well. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can, you know, about team builds and stuff. It's always exciting for me to answer questions. I like having questions and being able to give, a full and complete answer, you know, break things down so people actually understand why they're doing something, not just being instructed how to, but I believe that when you actually understand the reason why you're doing something, it helps you overall, and you're able to perform better because you'll be able to apply a skill past just this one case scenario. And it's one of the reasons why I make my YouTube videos the way that I do. It's just so that everyone kind of has a clear understanding of who, what, where, when, why, how. And I know that some of it's a bit difficult to understand because they are difficult concepts to explain, but I really hope that I can continue to bring you guys good, solid content that you guys, will find useful. Hey, Smokey, Steve, sorry, Smokey. Hope your war went well. I know you wanted to finish it fast. Unfortunately, I'm logging off now, guys. I will touch base with you guys later, give you guys an update on how war is going, and I will see you around. Thank you again, everyone who's donated. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who haven't been able to, that's not a problem at all. It's not anything that's required, and I just really appreciate all of you guys as a whole. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Link